Hey everyone, welcome to the reading for today. We're going to see what you need to know right now. It's a general reading. It could be past, present, or future. You will know best how it resonates, okay? And where it fits on your timeline. So let's see. What do you need to know right now? What is going on in the collective energy? What's happening, Spirit? The Tower. The Five of Cups, the Emperor, and the Page of Cups. And Justice at the bottom of the deck. Okay. So it kind of looks like there's an Emperor here that is facing some sort of a shocking moment. Okay. Something is very shocking. The Emperor looks to be like they're sad about something and they want to apologize. Okay. That's just what it looks like. We'll see though. Why is the Emperor sad, huh? Okay, or what's the Tower? What's the shocking moment? The Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man. Okay, this could be an Emperor that works with a lot of money, somebody who has to do with a business that's very profitable or some sort of huge amount of money. Okay, this person's having a moment of enlightenment. They're seeing something from a different perspective here. A King of Pentacles. All right, so King of Pentacles, working with a lot of money here, boss of something. They're the head of something. They're having a shocking Tower moment right now. Okay, what's the Five of Cups? The Queen of Cups. The Lovers. And the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like this person is reflecting on different aspects of a situation. So this could have to do with a Queen of Cups, something about a job, a business, okay, career, and a relationship. Or this could be your sadness or some sort of sadness that you went through here when it comes to your job and a relationship and a Queen of Cups energy. Okay, why is the Emperor here? Who's this? I mean, I think it's the King of Pentacles, but yeah, Knight of Swords. Page of Wands, something that was communicated and said. Okay, so what's the Page of Cups? The King of Swords. Nine of Pentacles. They want to apologize for something with a King of Cups and some sort of money, career, business. The Six of Wands. They want to apologize for thinking that they were right about a situation, okay, that they had it right. They were working together with a King of Swords and they thought they were right. All right then. Tell me more about the Tower, please. This shocking moment here. The Tower again. Oh, it's a big one. It's a double whammy, okay? Whatever this was, it's a double whammy. Oh, it's very shocking. They are very, very shocked right now. Or something happened twice, okay? Some sort of thunder strike came through twice. Could be very shocking to them that something actually worked. Yeah, now the truth is coming out about this group of people, or a whole group of people is now seeing the truth about something because of some sort of double shock. A double shock wave. Or something actually worked and this person is shocked. Okay, so they could be like trying to push the button a couple times just to make sure that that button actually works, right? That button actually works. Yeah, King of Pentacles. Okay. And this has to do with a breakup. And somebody lying, deceiving, manipulating, lying about a breakup, okay? So they didn't want to believe it, but now they can't deny it. Breakup, a breakup. And you are not out here chasing someone. You are not out here running away from something. There's no fear. Something doesn't have to do with fear or codependence. Yeah, you're not scared and you're not codependent. That's very shocking to them for some reason, okay? So the shock, I feel like, has something to do with character, the fact that they were wrong. All right. They misjudged you. King of Wands. Now, I don't know if King of Wands, King of Pentacles is the same person or Judgment. No, I feel like the King of Wands is the one that was right and King of Pentacles was wrong, and now they're realizing it. Okay. The Star. That you're the star. That you're the star. I know what this is. I know what this is. This is like a King of Wands has been trying to tell the King of Pentacles for a while now that you're the star, okay? Or that you have a gift, or that you have abilities in some sort of way, okay? That you're just gifted. And King of Pentacles was like, nah, I think that they're just crazy, okay? And then the thunder strike happens twice. And why do I feel like the King of Pentacles is the one that did it too? King of Pentacles was like, you know what? I'm going to try this out and see if it works. And then it worked, right? And then it worked. Not just once, but twice. And now King of Pentacles is like, damn, King of Wands was right all along. Collective is special, okay? Collective is the star. A man in reverse. An obstacle. Yeah, so something here was a big obstacle. Something was hard to get up. Get up, get around. Something with a man in reverse. Yeah, a breakup. So, okay, so there's something here about a breakup and a man in the reverse. So, a bad apple of some sorts. Okay, someone lying about a relationship. This King of Pentacles thought that they knew the situation. They thought they knew you. They thought that things are the way that they think it is. Okay, so they had a limited viewpoint here on something. Lightning, thunder. Oh, thunder. Thunderstruck. Okay, we have lightning here 3 times. A lightning strike happening 3 times, okay? Yeah, it's like, I think King of Pentacles just had to get to the point where they try something out themselves and then they see that it works, and then now they get it, right? But they had to give it a try. They didn't want to give it a try, but now they see it actually works, right? I feel like that's what happened here. Mask, hiding, pretending, personifying, pretending to have gifts in some sort of way. This is like, you want to know what this gives me? It's like King of Wands is trying to convince the King of Pentacles that you are a psychic and you have gifts. King of Pentacles is like, no, that stuff doesn't exist. That's crazy. Okay, they're just making it up. They're delusional. They're just pretending. King of Wands is like, no, 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 King of Pentacles, give it a try. It's real. Like, collective really has gift. King of Pentacles didn't want to believe it. Then he tries it himself and gets 3 thunder strikes. And gets 3 thunder strikes on the first try. Impressive, huh? That's impressive. Okay. The 8 of Cups. Something about walking away, leaving something behind. Okay. The Peacock and the 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like the 8 of Cups has something to do with the King of Pentacles having to leave behind an emotion, okay, or some sort of like apprehension towards you, or like just not wanting to give into it, or not wanting to listen to it, not wanting to see it. It's like they kind of had to walk away from a set way of seeing something, okay, like a limiting view in a way, okay, and now they get it. And when they did that, when they decided to walk away from a preconceived notion or something they thought was true, that's when it came in for them. That's when it came through, the Peacock. They got the answer that they needed. But it's almost like Spirit wasn't going to give them the answer they needed until they believe. It's like, if you want the answers, King of Pentacles, first you need to believe. You need to open your mind, okay, to bigger possibilities. And now King of Pentacles is shocked. Okay, very shocked. So what's the Five of Cups? The Four of Swords. Now somebody is thinking here, contemplating. Thinking and contemplating. And I feel like it has to do with your sadness. Like you being sad in a situation, grieving, things that you went through. Okay, the Wheel of Fortune. And now everything can change. Now something big can change. Yeah, because the Seven of Wands was here. They were defensive towards you. This King of Pentacles had a boundary up towards you of it. What it feels like your psychic gift. It's like they just didn't want to believe it to be true. They didn't want to believe that that could be real. That's what this feels like. It's like, I just don't want to believe that that's the case. I don't want to believe that that's the truth, that that's what's going on. Okay, they're crazy. And now they're thinking about it. They're thinking about, is there something more to life that we can't see and fathom? Right? Soulmates. Yeah, something about a soulmate connection. Okay, partnership and agreement. Yeah, there had to be some sort of a truce here, right? It's like Spirit's like, no, you gotta give a truce first, okay? There has to be some sort of an agreement here. Now they're thinking about something, thinking about your sadness, all right? Or they're thinking about your perspective. I feel like now this King of Pentacles is finally opening up to your perspective on things, or what you actually went through in a situation. Okay, so their thick boundaries coming down a little bit. The arrow hit. Yeah, that's the arrow right there. Something about a conversation, something that was said, okay? Something that they said, something that you said, or a weighted message arrives. Yeah, divine timing for the message to come through, to arrive. Yeah, so maybe a certain message wasn't coming through, like a certain answer to something, okay? It wasn't coming through because the King of Pentacles was so defensive. All right? Like the King of Pentacles had to get to a point where they put their boundaries down, are ready to listen to your side of the story, are ready to kind of see things from a different perspective. But also, I feel like they had to be open to the fact that you are gifted. Like you have some sort of a psychic gift here, okay? And it had to get to the point where they accept that, or they at least want to give it a try. It's like, let me see if this works. I want to try it first. I'm not going to believe it until I try it and it works. And voila, the message comes through that they've been needing the whole time, okay? That's what this feels like, the Grim Reaper. Because it has something to do with a relationship being over, okay? Or something about death, their perception of death, or what happens after death, maybe even. Like maybe they just have a whole different belief set or system than you, okay? And that's okay. But they had to at least be open-minded to other beliefs as well, okay? Something about a house. Confused. Yeah, this person was confused about something. It's like, look, Spirit's like, look, we'll give you the answers that you want, but you have to believe in us first, or else we can't give you the answers you're looking for, right? You have to acknowledge Spirit. So it's not even just about acknowledging you as a psychic or as a medium or as someone who's just gifted in some sort of way. It's like you have to acknowledge that the answers are coming from somewhere. And Spirit's like, if you don't acknowledge us, we're not giving you the answer. Wasn't me that said it. It's Spirit, okay? Emperor was looking for a message. He got the message. Emperor wanted an answer. He got the answer. Yeah. Yeah, something about moving forward determinedly, heartbroken and in pain. Something about being hurt and betrayed. Justice. Yeah, something here had to be fair. It has to be balanced. It had to be just. But I feel like that, again, that has to do with their perspective. Like the way that they perceive something. It has to be neutral. Like justice is neutral. Justice is blind. And something about their perspective was not blind. It wasn't neutral. It was biased maybe, okay? So if something has, like if they want something to be fair, then they have to be fair. If they want justice, then they have to be that as well. Yeah, and it had to do with a breakup, the way that they were seeing something here about a breakup or some sort of heartbreak and pain. Yeah, so something had to change in their perspective in order for them to be open about something, okay, or open to you, the Empress, that you are the Empress. Ah, okay, so now I see what it's about. It's the respect. It's respect. They didn't respect you. King of Pentacles didn't respect you. That's what it was. So now that they respect you, now they're open. They're like, okay, so they've gained my respect. So now we can see what these gifts are all about. That's what this gives me. They didn't respect you. That's why. They were blocked off. The Fool. Yeah, faith. Faith and trust, okay? So this person couldn't have any kind of faith in you or trust in you because they didn't respect you. And that's why they didn't see you as being innocent. And this has to do with somebody leaving a home, a community, a relationship, okay, a breakup. Or this person didn't see you as innocent in some sort of way. Yeah, they had to change their perspective. They had to see you as somebody that is innocent, first and foremost, okay? They had to respect you. They had to see you as innocent. They had to change their perspective about you. And they had to be open to the gift. The idea that you might, maybe, just a little bit, you may be a little gifted, okay? That was enough, right? That was enough. Just open the mind a little bit, change your perspective a little bit, and then it comes through, right? Because, like, if you're closed down and closed off to something completely, right? How is it supposed to come through? So if the King of Pentacles Emperor is sitting there and they want to know, like, let's say if it has to do with, like, prophecy, okay? They're, like, trying to quiz you on this. They're like, okay, so tell me what happens in 3 days. But if they're not open to the fact that that can actually exist, like if they don't want to believe you, they don't respect you as a person, they don't see you as innocent, and you're trying to tell them what happens in 3 days, they would say, yeah, right, how can you know that? You don't know that. You probably only know that because of this, this, and that. They wouldn't give you any kind of credit or respect for your answer. You know what I mean? So that's why Spirit was not giving them any kind of answers. Because they weren't open to it. So, you know, and they would probably then try and use it against you anyways, okay? So this is like the situation where King of Pentacles gets to a point where they're like, okay, I'm ready to listen. I'm ready to give it a try. And then they do, and it works. But now it can come through because they're not going to be sitting there going like, that doesn't work. That's not real. They probably only know that because of this, this, and this. No, now they're getting the answer, and now they can sit with it. And now they can think about it. And now they're ready to receive, right? You have to be open to receiving. You know, it's like if somebody just ate a bunch of McDonald's and you come up to them and say, hey, I brought you Burger King. Are they receptive? No, they're probably going to say, no, I don't want that. I already had my food, right? So it's something about you having to be receptive to the information coming through as well, because if you're closed off to it, you're defensive towards it, then how is that going to work? That doesn't work, right? You have to be willing to accept what somebody tries to give you, okay? And King of Pentacles, they weren't there yet. They didn't respect you. That's what I feel like this is, okay? The Emperor. The Emperor didn't respect you. You had to gain their respect first. Well, all right then. Okay. The magician. Oh, they're open. The emperor's open. He's like, the emperor's like, let me give this a try. I want to try today. I want to be the one with the magic wand. Okay, I'm going to see if this really works. Yeah, because this emperor, they weren't going to believe you anyways until they give it a try. Until they try it. So it doesn't matter what the King of Wands tries to tell the King of Pentacles about how you're Harry Potter, okay, and how you can do all these crazy cool tricks and stuff. And King of Pentacles wasn't going to believe it because they're not the one doing it. They're not the one pushing the button, right? But they weren't going to even push the button until they're like, let me try it out and see if it works, right? So here's Emperor pushing the button like, okay, I'm going to try this. I'm going to see if it works or not. And boom, it worked, didn't it? It worked. Right? Okay. Coffin. Yeah, something about a death maybe, okay? Or something being completely over. The friends. The garden. Yeah. You have to water it first, right? So it's like if you want this well here, this fountain, it's a fountain. If you want the fountain to have water coming through it, look, oh man, I don't know if you can see it. There is a little like hand right here that is pouring water on the fountain, okay? So with this kind of a fountain, there needs to be a hand that comes down from above that puts the water in the fountain to make it flow. So it's almost like King of Pentacles had to be like, okay, give me the watering bucket over there. I'm going to try and see if I can pour something on the fountain, okay? And then all of a sudden, what pops up? A bunch of mice, right? All of a sudden, the mice are popping up, left, right, and center, okay? A cross and a coffin. They got their confirmation about the mice. I feel like coffin and cross is something about the confirmation that somebody needed, okay? To different people that are involved in something. All right. Anything else? It had to do with their perception. Watching, looking, stalking, perception. Yeah, their perception was off. That's why nothing was coming through. Okay. So tell me about this Page of Cups here with the King of Swords. The Lovers and the Four of Swords. Okay, so Gemini. King of Swords could be a Gemini. Somebody's now thinking about something. They're thinking a lot about it. About a message, strength, and some sort of temptation here at work. Yeah, somebody is now having a moment of enlightenment, an epiphany, seeing something from a different perspective, seeing something from all sides. About some sort of strength, okay? About somebody putting in work, working very hard, being very strong, all right? Or having to be very strong with some sort of a plan. Or some sort of messages about being tempted at work. Yeah, there's something here that King of Pentacles is now seeing from a different perspective, okay? All right. Anything else about this situation here before I close it out? They want to apologize, okay? So it looks like King of Pentacles wants to say they're sorry, all right, for thinking so negatively of you. That's what it looks like anyways. Oh, never mind. They want to apologize for trying to get you trapped. Get you imprisoned and stuck. All right then, Two of Swords. They're like, I didn't see the truth. I couldn't see the truth. I didn't understand. But now I see you're innocent. Okay, well, that's nice. Thank you for that. Okay, so they want to apologize for wanting to get you stuck and trapped. Okay then. The World. Yeah, I mean, they want to communicate something about a cycle closing out, or that something is going to end, or this is their message from Spirit. I don't know, that something needs to close and end out. Look, I mean, respect goes both ways. I gotta just be honest for a second, okay? If this King of Pentacles, they must have really thought really bad about you, because I really don't think they respected you one bit. They didn't want to believe you. They didn't want to listen. They didn't want to take your side. Nothing. For a long time, they looked down on you, okay? Respect goes both ways, though. All right. So you seem to have gained their respect in some sort of way. All right. They see that you're not lying. You do have powers and gifts and stuff. All right. You have some sort of an ability. You know, that's nice. I do see the energy here. Page of Cups is here twice, that they want to apologize for what they've done. You know, but again, it's like, so what are they going to do about it? That's just what I'm asking myself now. It's like, okay, so you've gone this far and you tried to have collective imprisoned, trapped because you were confused. Now you see someone is innocent. They've gained your respect back. So what are you going to do to gain your respect back, King of Pentacles? I mean, I don't know. I'm just, you know, it goes both ways. Okay, so, because this is not a nice feeling. I got to be honest, it's not a nice feeling to hear like, oh, I'm sorry for trying to get you trapped and in prison and stuck, but I was confused. Okay, so what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it now to become respectable the same way that collective had to earn their respect back? Just saying, all right? I'm just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there, all right? Nine of Swords, overthinking. 99, all right? Completion, 99. The marble, the Knight of Coins, the strategy here. Okay, so now there's a strategy moving forward that has to do with protecting someone or something. Protection. Bad memories of the past, all right? Okay, what's this? Bad memories of the past here, a strategy. The Empress. And something getting cut off in the reverse. Somebody's not getting cut off or cut out of something. Or the Empress is not cutting something off or cutting someone off. No, the King of Pentacles ain't getting cut off. They're not getting cut out. They're not getting cut off. Because they're on the boat too. Okay, so King of Pentacles has earned their spot on the boat with the Empress. All right, congratulations, King of Pentacles, whoever that is, okay? Because they have acknowledged that you're innocent. So that's good, I guess. There's something here that has to be done with a woman, a seed that has to be planted with a woman, a tree. Something about going to a town, going out into a town, a woman. There's a seed that has to be planted here. Team, they're on the team. Tree market, they're on the team, okay? So they get to be on the team. That's how they get to earn their respect back, is by being on the team. They're allowed on the boat, all right? They're allowed on the boat because they had a moment of enlightenment, and only because of that. Look at Spirit's like, look, congratulations, King of Pentacles, you're being deployed in God's army. Because you decided to have faith and have trust, okay? That's the key. Okay, so the key to whoever gets to be on the boat, this is tying in with my first reading that I did today, okay, which is yesterday for you guys. The key to whoever gets to be on the boat is you have to know that collective is innocent. That's number one, all right? Collective is innocent. You have to acknowledge whatever this whole operation here is for what it is, okay? And only then are you allowed on the boat with everyone. So King of Pentacles has earned their spot, okay? God approves, Spirit approves, because they have changed their minds. Tower, the moon, because of the towers, because of the triple towers here that are coming down in the moon energy. Yeah. So they're accepting the moon. That's the most important part, is that they are accepting that there are things that they cannot see. There's things that they do not know. And there's things that are behind the veil, okay? And they're acknowledging it. And that's very important, and that's respectable, okay? So, let's see then. Closing words here for the King of Pentacles. They're allowed on the boat. All right then. Yeah, that's the truth, okay? The sun. Because they see the truth and they see the sun. And they're accepting it. Now that they know the truth and they see it for what it is, and the sun is shining, they're allowed. They're allowed through the gate, basically. Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, the truth about... They see the fact that... They see the truth in the fact that, you know, they thought you were not innocent, but you are. Okay. So this had to change first. That they recognize that you're innocent in something. And that's the message. Or something was only going to work. Yeah, something was only going to work with trust and faith. The way that Spirit has set something up here is that the only people that get to come along, and the only way that something is going to work is with trust and with faith. Even if they don't want to believe in God and spirits and mediums and, you know, things on the other side, you don't have to. All you have to do is be open to the fact that there's things that you cannot see, you can't fathom, you don't know about, or maybe there's just some kind of supernatural things going on. It's just about being open to it. You don't have to believe in it wholeheartedly and recognize it and take on all of the beliefs as your own. You don't have to. But you just have to be open to the fact that maybe there is something out there that you don't see, that you can't perceive, that you don't understand, right? You have to have some sort of trust here. The Empress and the Hierophant. Yeah, you have to acknowledge that the Empress is something between realms, okay? That they are somebody, no, respect. It had to do with respect. This King of Pentacles, it didn't respect you. So something was not going to work until they respect you, until they see you as innocent, and until they have some sort of hope and faith, or at least some sort of trust, or some sort of open-mindedness to something being out there that they can't understand, okay? Because only then is it going to work if there's respect, and respect has to be mutual, okay? So Spirit says they're allowed on the ship because now they respect you, now they see you as being innocent when before they didn't, okay? So I guess something big has changed. And now the King of Pentacles gets the answers that they were looking for. Because they're ready for it. Yeah, because now they see the truth. Now there's no more confusion. Now there's no more illusion. Now there's no more this or that. No more back and forth. Okay, now they see the truth. And it has to do with why they couldn't move forward in the past, or they couldn't leave something behind. Like they couldn't shake something that they were thinking, some sort of a thought pattern. They just couldn't let it go, okay? Some sort of a thought, they couldn't let it go. A way of thinking. Ten of Cups. That there was a fight about a family situation. The King of Swords, the Star, Ten of Wands, and Ten of Swords and Strength. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles has been appointed to be one of the strong, manly men in God's army. I just love how that keeps coming out. All right, that's the message. Because of an Aquarius, King of Swords and the Star, an Aquarius maybe, and some sort of ultimate betrayal here. Yeah, you don't get, like the King of Pentacles, they have to understand also that you don't get to benefit from the Star. You don't get to benefit from the gift. You don't get to have the answers that you're looking for, the clarity. You don't get to benefit at all from the Star if you're one of the people out here stabbing them in the back. You're definitely not going to be benefiting at all from any of the gifts, any of the clarity, any of the answers. If you're part of the one that is stabbing them in the back, it doesn't work. But apparently King of Pentacles was only going to stop stabbing you in the back when they respect you. So now that Spirit has kind of cleared that path for you, hopefully, now they can get on board, all right? Or not stabbing you in the back, but just being on the wrong team, okay? King of Pentacles was just on the wrong side. And they really thought they were right. They were just on the wrong side. They were on the wrong team, okay? So... yeah, Ace of Cups, innocence. Innocence and respect. That's it. That's it. That's all the King of Pentacles needed. He's like, okay, now I respect you. Now I see you're innocent. All right, moment of enlightenment. Epiphany. Seeing something from a different perspective now. The respect had to be there first. They had to see you as the Empress that you are. And now they're like, okay, so I guess they are innocent. Well, King of Pentacles, you got some making up to do, I gotta say, all right? Queen, I think that the Empress has earned their respect, honestly. I just want to put it out there. Empress in the collective has earned their respect. Now it's time for the King of Pentacles to earn their respect. All right? It goes both ways. I'm just saying, okay? I'm just saying. All right, guys. I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? I hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Until next time. Bye.